Welcome back to Good Day State Line. We have an important topic to talk about tonight with two pretty amazing ladies. Actor, director, and activist Meagan Good is here to tell us about the Spot Her campaign to raise awareness of endometrial cancer, along with Dr. Gardner, the chair of the Foundation for Women's Cancer and vice chair of the Department of Surgery at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us tonight to shed some light on all of this. Meagan, why don't we start with you? Why is this issue so important to you, and why did you join the Spot Her campaign?
I joined the Spot Her campaign because I had my own scare a few years ago, and it was a terrifying experience to find out that you have abnormal cells in your uterus and to not know what they are, and to hear the doctor say they could potentially develop into something cancerous. And then also with my family's history, both of my grandmothers passed away from cancer, my grandfather, my aunt had just had a mastectomy, and so it was a really terrifying experience. And for me, I'm just grateful that I was in front of it. I was grateful that I was doing consistent appointments and that my mother was really encouraging me to. And because of that, I was able to be proactive instead of reactive by the grace of God. And I think it's really about encouraging other people so that we all have that opportunity to be proactive instead of reactive, because when you look at the statistics for Black women specifically, it's only 53% of women who get early diagnosis. And so that leaves the whole other percentage of women who don't get early diagnosis. And so I just want to do my part. I feel fortunate, I feel blessed, and I want the conversation to become normalized, and I want us to know that we're in this together, and for it not to be a stigma attached to it, but for us to feel empowered to talk about it, love on each other, be proactive about our health, and make sure that our bodies can take us where they were intended to take us.
Which is so true, right? So many things in life, we do have a little bit more of a handle on it if we are proactive. That is the point of talking about it, the point of making everyone aware of all of these symptoms that might go overlooked. What about you, doctor? What do you think we should be telling everyone about tonight?
Well, the Spot Her campaign is largely about spotting the symptoms of endometrial cancer, being aware of what they are, and having that dialogue with your healthcare provider. So specifically, the early symptoms of endometrial cancer typically are abnormal vaginal bleeding, and that could be heavy bleeding on a monthly basis. It could be bleeding between periods, bleeding after menopause, not necessarily a large amount, could be a small spotting or staining. So if there's a change in the bleeding pattern for a woman, it's important to recognize that, spot that. Go to your healthcare provider, have the conversation, because an office biopsy could mean the world of difference in terms of early diagnosis, recognition, and effective treatment.
So what are some common risk factors we should all be aware of?
So endometrial cancer is actually the most common gynecologic tract cancer in the United States, and it's the fourth most common cancer amongst women in this country. So we all need to raise awareness and be aware of what these symptoms are and be proactive for our health. Specifically, there are some additional risk factors to know about, and those include increasing weight, increasing age, although it also happens in young populations and thin women too. And just as Meagan said, we are seeing an increased rate of this diagnosis across the country, and particularly amongst women of color. And that probably has something to do with the underlying biology. We're learning a lot about endometrial cancer and its various subtypes. So the earlier we have the conversation, raise awareness about endometrial cancer, the better we can get ahead of this disease.
That is so important. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing all this with us tonight. Meagan, we're so glad that you look like you're doing well, so we appreciate all of that. Where can we go to get some more information?
To spother4ec.com. And also we wanted to encourage people to join the virtual walk. And when you do that, we want you to hashtag for spotherec.com, sorry, not .com, for her EC. And really what this allows us to do is all become community and create this massive movement that I'm super proud to be a part of, where we are activated within ourselves. You know, we have an opportunity, because so many times we look at things, we're like, well, man, what can we do to help or to be a part of or to make a difference? And for us, this is the way that we get activated and create community and bring awareness and normalize the conversation, and also help advocacy groups like Force and Share continue the work that they're doing and continue to help people and continue to really tackle this and make sure that we're seeing the tides change. So it's an opportunity for us to be a part of that.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stateline.